Puppy Pot and Chill number 680. I got a lot to get to. Let's take a hit and let's get into it. Okay. A lot of people, politicians and news people are saying it has to get worse before it gets better. Why? No, it doesn't. All they have to do is act on what's happening now. But they can't. They gotta wait for everybody to catch up. Even though they said they wouldn't mandate a vaccine, places are starting to mandate vaccines. I'm going to skip over that. We know about the Dems fucking up the border and the Democrats defunding police and then trying to blame the Republicans. Democrats trying to raise the debt ceiling so the Democrats can print and spend more money. They've already printed trillions. The rate of inflation is going through the roof. We're fucked. It's slowly crumbling. Democratic left wants you to snitch on friends and family. There's a whole website dedicated to a message that says if you see something, say something. Below that in smaller text is report suspicious activity in Washington, D.C. Call 911. So yeah, they're turning it into just like what that crazy small mustached fuck did in World War II, where you have to show your papers to go everywhere. They promised they wouldn't do it, but then they did it anyway. This can get people killed. You know, guy number one sees guy number two doing something they deem to be suspicious activity and calls cops. Cops show up and take constitutional rights away from guy number one, harassing him, entering his home, taking his guns, and then guy number one goes to jail for a little while. But then guy number one figures out that it was guy number two that reported guy number one, so guy number one goes after guy number two. And if you think that's unreal, think about it. If your neighbor lied, snitched you out, and got you thrown in jail, would you get out and be like, ha, it's all right, water under the bridge? Really? Think about it. You never know whose livelihood you're fucking with. It could go to shit fast. That's all I'm saying. Just might want to think about what you do here. I'm not going to report shit to anybody in the fucking politics or any. Fuck them. Yeah. Everybody knows, I think everybody has heard that the rent moratorium is over. Now you have to pay rent or you can get evicted, and their Democrats are trying like hell to keep that. Support for Biden and BLM is falling like a brick. Americans are fed up. They're sick and tired of the lying and the bullshit from the Democratic left and, you know, the left groups like BLM and Me Too and all those other, you know, leftist movements. They're tired of all the bullshit. Far leftists get arrested and sentenced finally for their crimes. What were they? Did he set a store on fire? Or did this leftist, you know, beat somebody? Or nah. He got arrested for peeing on an officer. Yeah. Cori Bush says she'll spend she says she's going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on private security because she's important. But you, we're going to defund the police for you because fuck you. That's what she said. I mean, she said it in a much nicer way, but that's what she said. But don't worry about Cori Bush. She'll be fine. She's got hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend on private security, so she'll be fine. The rest of you, you might want to gun up. I'm just saying, they're taking away the police and they're trying to strip your rights. I gunned up. Laurel Hubbard, the first trans woman in Olympics for weightlifting, is done early. She's out. She lost quickly to real athletes. I'm going to say that. Yeah, she lost to real athletes. Dems pushing the vaccine passport and lockdown. But a few are A few are fighting against it, comparing it to the papers needed during the slavery era along with the Jim Crow stuff. So there are some people on the left who are starting to figure it out, but it's taking a while because they are dumb as fuck. Fauci. Russia's third vaccine dose for at-risk people. 1 dose is not enough. Second dose should be enough, but isn't. So the third dose ought to do it. The third time's a charm, right? Nope. They're still saying even if you do get a third booster vaccine, you can still get sick and you can still give it to somebody else. Yeah. California woman arrested for hanging out of a car window waving an AK-47. I saw that picture on the web, and you know what I thought at first? I was like, wow, AOC lost her mind. Because that's what it looked like. It looked like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez hanging out of a window with an AK-47. But it's not her. Unfortunately, it's not her. Spirit Airlines cancels flights. Now, people are saying there's no shortages, you're fine. Then why are they canceling flights? Because of fuel shortages. Just asking. Cuomo brothers face serious problems as Andrew Cuomo killed 15,000 people from bad COVID decisions, then came up against accusations of sexual misbehavior. Let's just put it that way. And the stupid Chris Cuomo from CNN, when the brother Andrew got in all this trouble, he was offered a leave of absence so he could go take care of this. And that way there'd be no conflict of interest. But he didn't take it. And now he's in the middle of all this, and there is a big conflict of interest, and the Cuomo brothers are just dumb. I mean, Andrew killed 15,000 people, and Chris reported on it as him being just the greatest guy. They fucked America. And we let them. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's see here. Anything on the side notes here? Oh, women's soccer at Olympics is done. They lost to Canada. Boop. Megan Rapinoe, that LBGT soccer player that got she's going to be out of the news very soon. They fucking lost quick. Boom, boom. First 2, up and down. In and out, however you want to put it. All right. Biden violates Third Amendment with illegal eviction moratorium. He, after he stopped it, he tried to put it back up, even though the Supreme Court said no. Let's take a hit. But the non-payers for the rent moratorium are going to get evicted soon. And their credit's going to be fucking wrecked. I don't know why you'd go through and try to fuck over a landlord like that and just live there. I'd give them every goddamn penny I had to keep a roof over my head. But these people decided, well, we're just going to fuck the landlord. And they didn't get it. It's a short-term solution because they kept their roof over their head during the COVID. But what are they going to do now? now that they're a non-paying renter. Nobody's going to rent to these people. No one with a fucking, brain. Cuomo, okay, Biden blames Florida for COVID surge. But that's a flat out lie. Florida numbers are lower than most of the other states. But anytime there's a little spike in Florida's numbers, they jump all over Florida. What they don't do is tell you how the other states are doing. The other states are doing worse than Florida and Texas. But they can't report that because that goes against everything they've been reporting about how bad COVID is. And how bad these Republican states are for dropping the mask mandate and everything. No. The Democrats are fucking stupid as fuck. They don't know what they're talking about, and they say they're basing their decisions in science, and they're not. DeSantis says, no, we are a free state. Dems are screaming because DeSantis is telling the truth and not allowing Dems to gain any control. The Dems are scared. They need that control. They want that control. Bad. But they're not going to get it. There's too many people out there that are smart enough to figure this out. Authoritarianism is here now in the form of Democrats and the dictator being Biden, as the left continue to lie, push their agendas, strip away people's rights, and Biden writing laws from his desk. That's not how it works here, folks. Making decisions without the thought of the American people, all while trying to control the narrative by canceling the free thinkers with different ideas. The ones who have different opinions, different ideas, they think differently. Critical thinking? Yeah. They want to get rid of us. They don't want free thinkers. They want people that they can tell what to do and the people will do it. And that's not the Republican right. That's not conservatives. Sorry. You'll never get us. CNN and Cori Bush raised $230,000 for a woman with 3 kids who was getting evicted. It was such a horrible story. Come to find out, CNN and Cori Bush did not fact check. These were not the women's kids. They belonged to somebody else. She was, for the most part, a babysitter. She was in and out of a relationship with a man, and these were his kids, and she watches them from time to time. But CNN latched onto the story, and they didn't fact check it, and they ran it, and Cori Bush jumped on it, and now it just goes to show how stupid they are. And Cori Bush wants to spend hundreds of thousands of your dollars to protect herself, that dumb twat. Yep, it was all a fucking joke. Oh. Let me see here. Do I have anything in the side notes that seems interesting that I missed? What do I got here? Oh, yeah. The approval rate. 98% of Democrats approve of Biden. No big shock there. 99% of Republicans disapprove of Biden. Biden says he's bringing them together. He is not. He is causing a divide bigger than any other time seen before. Well, you know what I mean, in recent times. Last 50 years or so. Outrage over an unvaccinated illegal immigrant spurs Biden and Harris into now. Illegal immigrants are now being vaccinated before they are released into the country. Because they were just taking people unvaccinated and dumping them all throughout the country wherever they felt. they were actually not telling states where they were putting these people and busing and flying them there without their knowledge. So these people just show up in these states, just boom, here I am, help me. And they all got help. Alright, I ran through the news pretty quick. Quicker than I thought I would. I hope everybody's feeling good today. I feel like shit. My house was heat treated, because the people downstairs had bed bugs. And even though we didn't see any up here, we opted to have it heat treated up here also, just to be safe. But that meant I had to be out of house for a couple of days. And still, all my shit, if I'm not going to swing the camera around because it's just fucked looking. Everything's in bags and boxes piled up in one corner of the room. Because they got to come back in a couple of weeks to treat the bags again, just to be sure. So I have to live like this for a couple of weeks with no clothes. And, you know, I'm going to be rewashing like this couple of fucking clothes that I have out here. That's it. Thank God there's gross people everywhere to fuck up my life. If I saw that fuck on the road today, I'd probably run him over. Alright. Ooh, that was gross. Have any of you ever done that? Cough out a loogie? I bet you have. You just don't talk about it. That's good coffee. Look, it doesn't matter how good it is here. I'm in Spokane, Washington, and it seems to be normal here. But I can get on the interweb, and I can look at places all over the United States, all over the world. And there's a lot of people who are not doing so good. I mean, a lot of people. So let's just remember, we need to be better as human beings. We need to treat each other better. And, Jesus, we need to get these lying fucks out of office, man. They are fucking us. I want another drink of coffee. That was good. All you early morning coffee achievers out there. For all of you who are working, and just so you know, my kids, all of them, every single one, Robin, Brandon, Hunter, Kira, they all worked through the pandemic the entire time. If my kids can do it, so can your kids. Kick them out the house, tell them to fucking grow some fucking ass and get a job. Alright. That's it. The bowl's empty. I hope you have a good day. Peace. I love all you fuckers. You can't really love everybody, so let's just try not to hate, actually. If you think this video is worth it, give it a thumbs up, share it, and if you're feeling particularly wily, subscribe. That's it for now. Munch has been asleep on the bed, so we'll get him another time. Peace. That's it. Stay high, bitches.